6:59 here on this torrentially pouring Sunday afternoon. Josh Rotenberg here with Josh Sims. Two Joshes, one Mike. We're talking NBA free agency. It started a couple weeks ago, but it really got going the end of this week and now this weekend. The two big moves. You got LeBron James going back home to Cleveland, and then, of course, you got Carmelo Anthony, who is staying here in New York. We're going to tackle LeBron James first. Josh, I know you are a fan of this move. A lot of people saying, well, he's jumping to another team, even though he's going back home. And some people are saying he should have stayed in Miami to show some kind of loyalty somewhere. And then others are saying, hey, you know what? If he's going to go somewhere, he might as well go back home. I know you're a fan of the move.
Well, first and foremost, I'm happy he made the move before the weekend because I thought we were going to have to wait till after the World Cup, and then all weekend it would be, what's he going to do? Is he going back to Miami? Is he going to Cleveland? Is he going to some mystery team on the side? I'm happy he made the decision before he went to Brazil. But also, like you said, I'm happy he went back to Cleveland. I think not that he just went back to Cleveland, but it's the way he did it. The first time he got ripped in the media for the way that he made the decision on TV, the special, the club, the Boys and Girls Club, everything. People just didn't like it.
Yeah, rightfully so. I didn't think it was good at all.
It was and you could tell how uncomfortable he was with it, which leads to that letter where he explained the whole first decision. He answered every single question about his days in Miami. He was genuine, he was honest, and I think at the end of the day, the way he explained it, you can't be mad. And I think that right there kind of puts revitalization into the city, but it also kind of revitalizes his image a little bit, at least.
I'll tell you this. I do agree with you when it comes to how he made the announcement. You know, he said that the 4 years in Miami were a lot like his college years.
Yep.
And you could see the guy really grew up because he went to Miami as a kid and he's coming back to Cleveland as a man. If you remember that first year he was even in Miami, there were a lot of questions because they didn't win the finals. They got there, but there was a lot of questions. Is this thing even going to work? You can't just put a group of stars together. But I think after that year, you saw a huge maturation in LeBron saying, all right, this is going to be my team. I'm going to take control of this thing, and I'm going to lead these guys. He ends up leading them to back-to-back titles. Yeah, they lose this year, but you could see he did do a lot of growing up. And now he's going to a team where, like he said, he's the old head.
When you look at the roster, you know they're not ready because, like you said, Wiggins, he's in diapers. Like, he's playing summer league. This is his first year. Kyrie has to learn how to win in the NBA, which he wasn't able to do. Now, LeBron's going to be very instrumental in teaching these guys how to win. But, look at the team he won with in Miami. People like to say that roster, blah, 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 wasn't that great. Wade had won it before. Bosh was a budding star, superstar, whatever you want to call him. That roster, as much as people want to rip it, they were great. They were ready to win. Not right away, but within a year of being together. It's hard for teams to win in their first year together. When you go back to Cleveland, you got a bunch of guys that don't know how to win yet. So it is going to take time. No matter what Vegas says, it's going to take time.
Speaking of taking time, Carmelo Anthony. Listen, $54 million is a lot to leave on the table, okay? I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Carmelo Anthony or if you're Joe Schmo on the street. $54 million is $54 million. But he knew that this team is not ready to win right now. He's going back to a team, first off, that just lost Ray Felton and Tyson Chandler, a team that didn't make the playoffs last year. Now, he gets the max contract or close to it, but you still have Amari and Bargnani's contracts on there that you're not going to move, so you're going to get a lame duck team, so to speak, back here in New York when he could have gone to Los Angeles. I don't know the fit basketball-wise it would have fit with Kobe. You could have gone to Chicago, which to me seems like the best basketball fit because you had a point guard, you had a big guy, you got an up-and-coming scorer. We'll see what Doug McDermott turns out to be. But it seemed like it worked, and it seemed like the pressure would have been off him in Chicago, even though it's Jordan's town, because there's so many other pieces. But now he's got to be the guy again. He's got to score 30 points a game if this team even wants to have a chance.
I don't like this move because if you go to the Bulls, they're ready to win. The biggest knock on Melo is he doesn't play defense. The biggest thing the Bulls do is play defense.
Very true, very
true. You go to a team that's defense ready, and their biggest knock was they couldn't score. So it's a perfect fit. It would have been a perfect marriage. Melo can take over down the stretch where the Bulls couldn't do for the last couple years. You got your scorer, and then you leave it up to Noah, guys like Butler, the other guys to get dirty and play D. Thibodeau was a great coach. Like, the biggest thing about this is, with LeBron going to Cleveland, they're not ready to win right now. Who's the best team in the East then? It would have been the Bulls. This would have been their year. He could have taken advantage. They probably could have gone to the finals this year. That's his best shot. Once LeBron gets things kicking in Cleveland, Melo's not getting another sniff at the finals. So that was his chance, I thought, to go to Chicago.
It's a very interesting start, to say the least, to free agency. There's definitely a paradigm shift in the East. It's definitely not the Heat anymore, but who knows who it is? We don't know. Maybe LeBron pulls this thing off and he takes a bunch of kids to the finals. He took a worse team, in my opinion, to the finals when he was first there. I don't know. We'll see. Carmelo's got a lot of work to do in New York as well. We're going to take your phone calls right now. 806 here. 2 Joshes, 1 Mike, 104.5 the team.